2 years ago, I made a video about alien abduction and how hypnosis can help someone remember in details their memories. I received a lot of comments on that video and some questions. Someone named Kirsty Smith asked me a question. I'm going to read her question first. She asked, "Is there anything I can do myself to remember, please? Any genuine advice will be greatly appreciated." And I answered her on that comment on YouTube video as I said, you can try using self-hypnosis techniques. It's not necessarily hard to recall memories. The harder part, I have found, is for people to trust what comes up when they do it on their own. Don't try to make sense when you do it, but sense it. As long as you allow whatever comes up, visual, auditory, feeling, or cognizant memories to be there without second guessing yourself, the story will tell yourself. The story will tell itself. That was my answer on the YouTube. I'm not sure if I told her that I was going to make a video about it, but anyway, here it is. I want to elaborate that answer to Kirsty. I'm going to dedicate this video to you, Kirsty, from this greatest city in the world, obviously New York City, where I remembered my own past life as Rick Miller in the 20s and the 30s, living in the city. Now, there are many self-hypnosis techniques, many, and the easiest one I have found is this eye gazing technique. It's fast and it's effective. I'm going to demonstrate how to do this. So you sit or you lie down, doesn't matter, or you recline on the couch, and the shoulders not up or down, just even, and the chin is not raised or tucked. It's even. So you look up first. It's hard for me to look up, the sun is there, but you look up first. So your eyelids, your eyeballs looking up, the eyelids raise, and you pick a spot right there in front of you. It's very hard for me to do it right now, but I'm trying. And so you take 3 deep breaths, because when you take 3 deep breaths, while you look up, finding one spot right there in front of you, that calms down your nervous system automatically. So that just prepares you to go into hypnotic state. And when you take 3 long, deep breaths, also that kind of like you still look up, that makes your eyelids very tired. When your eyelids are tired, guess what? They just want to shut. And then you're still taking slow, long, deep breath. And so on the 3rd exhale, when your eyelids are quite tired, on the 3rd exhale, so you gently close down the eyelids, but you're still pretending you look right up at that spot. So your eyeballs are still rolled up with your eyelids closed. Now that immediately creates that, we call it REM state. Now REM state is a hypnotic state. You access that state very easily now, because when you're hypnotized, what happens? You roll up your eyeballs. And so the rapid eye movement, that's what the REM means. And so when you look, like you feel this fluttering sensation on your eyelids when you look up. Now you know you're in a hypnotic state. That's the beginning, that's the induction. And when you feel that fluttering sensation on the eyelids, you know you are accessing a hypnotic state already. So what you do next, you relax your chin a little bit, and then when you relax your chin a little bit, you count down from 5 down to 0, and you tell yourself every descending number, I'm going deeper. And as you do, of course, your eyeballs are free to rest wherever they choose to rest. So when you count down and you tell yourself each descending number, I'm going deeper and deeper, and that's how you get into that hypnotic state very nicely. And 0 is just a beautiful number. It's a neutral number. It symbolizes neutrality, and symbolizes in this neutral number, like in a vehicle, when you are in a neutral gear, you can access any gear. So that's when you have the ability to access any memory. When you get into that state, you allow the memory, you take yourself back in time because you're seeking this alien abduction or any memory recall, any finding a lost item, whatever memory that is, you always already remembered a little bit of it. So you start from there. You start from what you actually do remember, and then in that state of neutrality, of hypnotic state, it's very easy for you to start from there and moving backwards or forwards from there, and to allow the information to flow to you. So that's a self-hypnosis, one of the techniques. And I want to elaborate a little more on how we access memories. It's two-step process. And we're not going to mix them up, because a lot of people, they actually do remember things, but then they start to analyze their memory. Then they just step one and step two, they're doing it at the same time. You cannot do it. You have to step one first and step two second. When I say step one, meaning it's you allow whatever material to surface, bits and the pieces. It's like the analogy I would like to use normally is, if you have ever done jigsaw puzzle or pieces, you know what that is. You get a box of anywhere from 200 to 2,000, let's say, pieces. The first step is always you open the box, you put all the pieces out on the surface. All the pieces, not half of it, not most of it. Can't be any piece missing really, like one or two or three missing. Even small little amount of pieces missing, you can't do the picture. You need all the pieces out there and turn them over. That's the first step. Only when you have taken them all out and you turn them over, you have a chance to make that picture. So making the picture is the second step. So when you do self-hypnosis, you access that memory. It's to collect all the data. And that's step one. Only when you have all the data, it's a chance. You have all the pieces turned over, you have a chance to make a bigger picture, that picture of it. So what happens to a lot of people when they do it on their own without help from a professional, they tend to get the pieces and immediately they start to analyze the pieces. Then you lose it, because when you're analyzing, you're not in a hypnotic state. So when you do self-hypnosis, memories, they come very easily. It's a flow. It's just a flow of water. It just does it. There's nothing you can do to stop it, but you can take yourself out of it. That's why we analyze. So your first step, you let it flow, even though it doesn't make sense. That's what I say to Kirsty. Don't make sense of it on the first step, but sense it. Because as I said, sensing is one of the ways to access the memory. Actually, when I was walking down Wall Street yesterday, I had a lot of angst coming up, because Rick Miller's life, my past life, was not an easy life. He was working in Wall Street, and there was the crash. So I could feel that angst, the desperation. So for me, how I access memory is mostly through feelings and the inner knowing, very direct. I'm not very visual myself, but some people can visualize, can make a picture in their mind. And some people have more auditory ability to hear more clearly. It really doesn't matter how the information flows through you. It's your way of accessing it. And your way is very unique, your way. And I certainly have known my own way of accessing my own memories on my own. And I have really trusted my own memories. That's why I'm writing the second book, Carol's Lives, and that's about that lifetime in New York. And here you go. The answer to that question in a very lengthy way. And I hope that helps, Kirsty. And good luck with your memory access, and have some fun with it.